Welcome to Football Today. Real Madrid and Barcelona are at risk of being expelled from the Champions League due to sabotage by the Spanish Football Federation, which has asked UEFA to consider excluding them due to government intervention in the scandal involving Luis Rubiales. According to reports in Spain, the places of Real Madrid and Barcelona in the Champions League are now at risk due to the scandal involving Luis Rubiales. On Monday, the Spanish Football Federation shocked by asking UEFA to expel them due to the intervention of the Spanish government in the Kissgate case of the World Cup, in which official Rubiales kissed Spanish star Jennifer Hermoso on the lips without her consent. If this request is accepted, all Spanish clubs, including global giants Real Madrid and Barcelona, would be excluded from UEFA competitions such as the Champions League, also affecting Atletico Madrid and Real Sociedad, the Europa League, Villarreal and Real Betis, and the Conference League, Osasuna. Now, their spots in Europe are threatened after comments from the head of the Spanish Football Federation, Andrew Camps, criticizing the Spanish government for getting involved in the scandal involving President Rubiales, after he kissed Hermoso and touched her intimate parts in the royal box next to Queen Letizia and her 16-year-old daughter, Infanta Sofia. According to Onda Cero, supporters of Rubiales in the Spanish Football Federation, RFEF, have mobilized to attack the government of the country for demanding Rubiales' resignation. UEFA rules state that its members must manage their affairs independently and without undue influence from third parties. Any body or decision of a body that has not been elected or appointed in accordance with this procedure, even if temporarily, will not be recognized by UEFA. Sources from Onda Cero state that the reason UEFA has not yet commented on the scandal is because its president, Alexander Ceferin, is a personal friend of Rubiales. Now, the interim president of the RFEF, Pedro Rocha, must decide whether to maintain the threat from Secretary General Camps to UEFA or withdraw it, as well as decide whether to remove Camps from his position. The RFEF has called for an urgent and extraordinary meeting on Monday to discuss Rubiales' position. So far, Rubiales has refused to resign from his position due to the incident with Hermoso last Sunday in Sydney, claiming that the kiss was consensual, which Hermoso denies. There is widespread demand for his resignation, with the entire Spanish coaching staff resigning due to the issue, and the Spanish government also wanting him to step down. Rubiales was expected to resign on Friday but instead criticized what he called fake feminists in a bizarre and defiant speech. FIFA opened a disciplinary process against Rubiales on Thursday and announced on Saturday that he has been suspended for 3 months from national and international football activities, pending an internal investigation after the activation of its sexual violence protocol. The Spanish government cannot dismiss Rubiales but has vehemently denounced his actions and said on Friday that it was seeking to suspend him using a legal procedure before a sports tribunal. The Minister of Labour, Yolanda Diaz, is set to meet on Monday with representatives from the FUTPRO Football Players Union, which represents Hermoso, and the Spanish Football Players Association to ensure that football is a sector that has decent conditions and spaces free from sexist violence. Maria Jesus Montero, interim Minister of Budget, said on Sunday that Rubiales should not return to lead Spanish football. A person who lies, who made a show of not understanding what the fight for equality means in such an important area as sports, cannot have the leadership of football in their hands in this country, she said. Meanwhile, Rubiales' mother has locked herself in a church and started a hunger strike in protest against what she calls inhumane treatment of her son. Thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel to continue receiving the latest updates from the world of football.